It's day number 2 of the TAT Winter Tournament Grand Finale. The Titans and the Wildcats had contrasting losses in their previous outings, and they meet at center court today to settle who can register their first W in this leg. Welcome to Gayville Ballpark here in Mandaluyong City, the Philippines. Our games today, it's the Titans Pilipinas versus the Wildcats. Second game will be the third floor versus the Aces. Hello everybody, my name is Sandy Grumo with Bill Velasco. This is the TAT Winter Tournament Grand Finale. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon to you, Sandy, and a couple of exciting games because now these games are really crucial, particularly our first game.
And we are also live on the Asian Tournament YouTube channel and the Nudge Plus Facebook page and the Aliu Channel 23. Now let's go to the Titans versus the Aces. Yesterday, the Titans with so many attempts with less conversion in their game and lost to the Aces 118-114.
It was a pretty close game, but the Titans didn't get enough push at the end of the game to really make things more interesting. And if you look at the field goal shooting numbers, they actually didn't shoot that badly, but again, you know, the ball movement was really bad. Look at the assists numbers for the Aces. You know, they're going to mop the floor with you if you keep letting them do that.
On the other side of the floor, the Wildcats lost to the third floor of Gerald Anderson. That was a humiliating defeat for the team.
Speaking of mopping up the floor, the Wildcats showed that they do not have the ability to adjust.
Yes.
They were not able to, you know, they didn't have the rotation that they needed. They showed a great weakness in the backcourt, and that really forced a lot of turnovers on their part. And look at the bench points of third floor. That shows the balance of this team.
Now we go to Jess Constantino, third member of the panel. Jess, what do you have?
Hi, Sandy and Bill. Both of our teams today only wanted one thing, and that is to be on the winning column. According to assistant coach TJ Marquez of the Titans Pilipinas, yesterday's loss was due to breaks of the game, and despite a slow start, the silver lining is seeing the improved chemistry of the team. Meanwhile, for the Chichi Albayanos Wildcats, I was able to talk to Adrian Salada, and he shared that the team lost their intensity and will to win yesterday, in which they wanted to correct today. The Wildcats also actually had a shooting drills this morning to address the second half shooting woes yesterday. Titans Pilipinas and Chichi Albayanos Wildcats when we return. This is TAT Winter Tournament.
Baser mo, may ano po. Baser, baser.
A warm welcome to all and happy holidays. This is the TAT Winter Tournament Grand Finale at Gayville Ballpark in Mandaluyong City. Today's first game is Titans versus Wildcats. Now, join me in welcoming the starting lineups. Let's begin with Chichi Albayanos Wildcats. And guard number 30, Charles Caliano. Forward number 17, Adrian Celada. Power forward number 14, Basiro Sakor. Guard number 4, Joshua Saret. Playing center number 3, John Gabriel. The head coach is Jade Patrigao. His assistants are Jet Saret and Sherwin Cantos. Starting for Titans Pilipinas. Power forward number 35, Patrick Chuente. Playing center number 34, Chibuese Ike. At forward number 16, JP Belencion. Guard number 8, Bryle Mecca. The other guard, number 12, JJ Caspe. Coaching the Titans Pilipinas is J.R. Kawaling, assisted by DJ Marquez and JC Libunao. Referees for this ball game are Garchi Ferrer, John Cabiles, and Danny Rivera. This game is under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusements Board.
Bakit hindi si JB de la Cruz?
Once again, good afternoon, and this is the grand finale of the Asian Tournament. The venue, the Gameville Ballpark here in Mandaluyong City. The Wildcats will take on the Titans. Both teams lost to their respective opponents yesterday.
And you know, Sandy, these games are important because they're only playing the Philippine teams here. And then when they go to Bangkok, you don't want to have a losing record and go up against unknown quantities in the other teams.
Yes. John Gabriel will jump it up against Twente.
Oh, that was such an obvious foul. You know, he's really got to grow up, you know, John Gabriel. He's doing all of these silly things that raw, young, you know, inexperienced players commit. And, you know, it's really hurting his team.
John Gabriel.
He's a very good player.
Yes, scored 25 points yesterday. 20. We are just underway here in Gameville Ballpark.
Shot clock winding down. 9/10 of a second remaining.
This is catch and shoot situation
Yes.
for the Titans Pilipinas. 3, no.
Very poor boxing out there by the Wildcats.
And Ike Bueze unable to Ike unable to score there. 20 outside for 2. First field goal of the game.
This is what we were talking about. Some of these bigs are not natural big players. And, you know, Trente has actually the skills of a small forward. He's got a good perimeter game. It doesn't really post up. Turnover.
Brian Mecca with the drive, and he comes up empty there.
He was protecting himself against Gabriel.
Joshua Sada throws it up and will score, tying this ball game at 2-all.
A lot of holes in the defense for both sides.
As early, and both teams not playing good defense just like that.
Yep. A lot of layups early in this game.
That's 3 layups already with 1 conversion. Charles Caliano, John Gabriel, blocked from behind by Ike.
Give and go.
Basero Sakur, blocked by Twente.
4.5 seconds left on the shot clock. I guess the imports of Titans Pilipinas really came to play today.
Yes, the Wildcats with only 1 import coming into this Manila leg.
Yeah.
And we can see Kelly Nabong there on the bench just sitting down there wearing street clothes,
Yeah.
not in uniform. You know, when we were in Pasig, he played for only 2 games there.
Cool.
Bilinchon with a gorgeous move and will not score.
A great ball fake, everything but the basket. You don't want your import dribbling the ball.
Sakur tried to go coast to coast. Saret, 1-legged shot, no.
Very
And
bad shot.
rebounded by Bilinchon, starting for the Titans. Brian Mega starting for the first time. Caspe, Twente, Bilinchon, and Ike. Charles Caliano, the receiver.
He had one eye on the
Goes.
basket and the other eye on the ball. So,
Oh, it's
so he ended up cross-eyed.
7:32 remaining in the first quarter.
The Wildcats seem to be sleepwalking through this game. They're down by 2. Execution is a problem for both teams here.
Gaspi. Bounce pass to Brian. Another layup.
Very, very soft defense by the Wildcats. And they're not talking to each other.
Yes. Not even looking at each other.
Yep. Maybe they're shy.
Charles Caliano giving up the dribble.
Shot
Silada
clock down to 8.
inside to Gabriel. He gives it to Basero Sakur. Good defense by Twente, raising his arms there to defend. And Brian with the layup again.
Belenchon.
Brian Mecca with the second field goal of the game.
Belenchon acting as facilitator now. The Wildcats, it's starting to look like yesterday.
We'll be right back.
And you're still watching the TAT Winter Tournament. It's Chichi Albayano's Wildcats playing against Titans Pilipinas. Now let's talk about the Titans Pilipinas. And since they're very familiar with the Wildcats, the coaching staff have clear instructions for the team today. Number one, they have to stop Adrian Celada. Second, win in the rebounding department. And lastly, and for the locals to be the difference maker in this game, the guys were also reminded not to repeat yesterday's mistake. So the coaches wanted them to limit their turnovers. Don't give fast break points to the Wildcats. That cost them the game yesterday. Back to you, Sandy and Bill.
The fast break points for the Wildcats, not even here in this game.
Gabriel missing an easy layup that time. No, I think this is going to be an easier matchup for them because, well, relatively speaking to yesterday. And there was also some shock factor playing against third floor because nobody had really scouted them.
And JP Belenchon shooting over Adrian Celada.
He needs to get his confidence back. Yesterday he started off very badly.
Charles Galliano is fouled by Caspi.
That's what happens when you let your offensive player get past you.
So Adrian Celada will throw it in. You know, Adrian Celada took his lunch 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, he must have been really hungry. Normally you would eat
2 hours before.
2 to 3 hours before a game, so you can be fully digested because what happens is your body uses up energy breaking down the food.
Now he will go to the free throw line, Adrian Celada.
You know, between Celada and Gabriel and their import, they've got a pretty solid starting unit. Perhaps just some weaknesses in the backcourt that they need to address.
And how about their free throw shooting yesterday?
Oh, yes. Do we want to talk about that again?
Free throw shooting,
42.
34%, 12 of 35 from the line
So
versus the third floor.
It got worse in the second half. They were only shooting 42% in the first half. And that's free throws, not field goal percentage.
Bram Mecca with 4 points here. EK inside, he misses that one, and the putback by Chuente.
Fuente is a silent worker. I really wish the Titans would set up the imports more.
Basiro Sako really bothered by the defense of EK and Chuente.
Yes.
It was 2 attempts already for Basiro and still can't find the hole. 5 minutes and 10 to go. Shot clock at 7 seconds. Belenchon.
A lot of respect for him. He's being guarded by the import.
Belenchon with the ball fake inside to EK. It's a 24-second shot clock violation.
Oh,
That's sloppy. Empty possession for the Titans.
Yes. They blew an entire shot clock there without even being able to take a shot.
JV De La Cruz in the game for the first time, the high man in yesterday's game versus the Aces.
And partner, you know, it's been a quiet quarter for both teams, but the Titans are up by 10 and the Wildcats have only scored 3 points.
Duligon also in the game. Celada and Duligon were teammates when they were in college. They played for the Arellano University. They were, Adrian Celada was in his senior years when he met the rookie Duligon.
Yes.
Errol Soriano getting the rebound for the Titans.
And look, the Titans are really just controlling the tempo. They know they're playing more efficiently than the Wildcats. The Wildcats really scattered on offense.
And intercepted by Celada. Layup, yes. You will score in transition, and they will score for the first time.
Well, they need a few more of those. They're still down by 8. We're more than halfway through the first period.
Yes, and that will be their second field goal of the game. 13-5 is our score. Back out to Mark Duligon. EK asking for the ball. Caspi finds trouble with it.
Shot clock's winding down again.
JV De La Cruz, the high man yesterday, way off the mark. And the follow by EK. Chibueza EK scoring for the Titans.
EK doing a good job of playing garbage man.
Nice move by Celada, but will not score. Redulfa is fouled by Mark Duligon.
That was a really bad foul. He caught him in the bicep, not even the forearm.
The first on Mark Duligon.
Celada had that layup. He just used the wrong hand.
Ridulfa at the free throw line, played for almost 11 minutes. 0 of 4 from the field in yesterday's game versus the third floor.
He was doing much better in Binyan. Might be a certain lack of confidence.
Mark outside, hitting only the back iron, rebounded by Gabriel.
You sort of feel that both teams are a little too relaxed to start this game.
And rebounded by Ike. Here is David De La Cruz. Shot clock 15 seconds. Caspe still there in the game. Soriano. And a foul away from the ball. No, it's a 3-second violation. Ike stayed too long inside the shaded lane.
That's one of the problems when you're fighting for position in the paint against an annoying player like Gabriel.
John Gabriel.
You know, he distracts you enough for you to make mistakes.
The Wildcats shot 39% from the field yesterday. 27 of 69, maybe the lowest here. The lowest scoring output in the Asian tournament, and that's Raymond Matias scoring from far away. First 2 points for Raymond Matias.
Well, now that they've seen he can hit the perimeter shot, they should put a man on him.
Errol Soriano able to score there. Nice feed.
Where's the defense?
And Wildcats showing no resistance at all. We go now inside.
Get the ball back. Shot clock still running.
Macaballo momentarily opened but decided to go strong to the hole. And Caspe
Also use the offhand.
able to get to it. David De La Cruz.
This is a really strong 5 for Titans Pilipinas.
Oh, yes.
And yet they're taking their time.
Caspe. He usually comes off the bench.
Oh,
And a bad shot by Ike.
well, the clock was winding down, so they really had to shoot.
Final 2 minutes of the first quarter. Macaballo, and he sprays it to a teammate outside. Will not get the 2 points. Ridulfa with the offensive rebound.
Rodolfo's another player who seems to have vanished so far in this leg.
Ridulfa again with the offensive rebound, but
Their passing
Silva
is,
lost it.
Their passing is not precise.
Ball goes out of bounds and a bad pass by Mark Duligon.
See, what happens is if your pass is a little too low or a little too high or even a little too strong, you throw the guy off his rhythm and he can't really shoot the ball.
In the game, Jethro Sombrero and Gerald Ong of the Titans. Silva short on the 3 attempt. And Macaballo with his first field goal of the game.
Both teams have a lot of support players, but the thing about the Titans bench is that they're more involved in the offense.
17-11 is our score. 1 minute remaining. And the first, Gerald Ong. And he misses his first attempt.
Got to work on his form. His elbow comes out when he takes a shot.
Foul is called. It's going to be on Gerald Ong. He's a tough defender.
Oh yeah, only their
A
second,
physical one.
only their second team foul.
You will throw it in for the Wildcats.
18 seconds on the clock.
For the Wildcats yesterday, their bench scored only 4 points. Matias with his second field goal of the game.
Well, he's trying to change that stat.
Yep.
He seems to have been lost in the mix. I remember him having a more prominent role in the last leg.
Raymond Matias at the line.
And don't look now, the lead is only 4 points, partner.
And now it's 3. 17-14 with 47 seconds remaining. And the Titans wants to talk things over. We'll be right back. And this timeout is brought to you by G-Shock from Casio. Back here at Gameville Ballpark. 17 for the Titans, 14 for the Wildcats. Duligon.
He hasn't taken a shot yet.
Jethro Sombrero scoring there from Diliman College. Played for Coach Renzi Bahar. You with a move.
Great burst of speed there to get past the defense, and all of a sudden it's a tight game. They were once up by 10.
19-16. Final shot.
In the first game that they played yesterday, the Titans had Duligon leading the second unit. Now he's with the starters.
Another wide open lane, Bill.
Yes.
One quarter down, 3 more to go. You're watching the grand finale of the winter tournament of the TAT. Mark Duligon scoring for the first time in the game to close the first quarter.
Second quarter of the Asian tournament, the Asian Winter Tournament. It's Wildcats versus the Titans, 21-16, with Titans leading by 5 points. Now let's talk about one of the bright names in this Wildcats lineup is Adrian Salada. And before the game starts, he was actually hanging out with some of the players of Titans Pilipinas. He shared that some of the players of their opponent today were from the Wildcats, so he's very familiar and friends with most of them. But talking about some serious stuff, he knows that the Titans is a very competitive team and will sure challenge the Wildcats today. And as a leader, his commitment is to lead this team, hopefully, to a victory today. Adrian also added that he wanted to make it worth their while since the team and their families have sacrificed a lot already, especially our game schedules will fall under the holiday season. Back to you, Sandy and Bill.
Yes, that's true, Bill. Bangkok will will happen on January 2, so your flight must be on the 1st.
Oh, yes. Early in the morning on New Year's Day. Awkward shot here by the Wildcats.
Yeah.
You know, talking about Adrian Celada, he's got a really heavy load on his shoulders because this team is in disarray, and you know he doesn't know, do I bring the ball up, do I take it inside, do I shoot from the outside, because he's really an overall excellent player.
And he's a tall shooting guard.
Oh yes. Now if they used him at the point, they'd have a very tall lineup.
De La Cruz pushing it down. Met by Silva. Nice shot from the outside.
Finally, he's been quiet.
23-16. Silva throws it up.
Now the problem here is, do the Wildcats have the material to catch up from a big lead?
And without Silada on the floor for them.
Yes. Like we mentioned, they have a lot of supporting players, but the Titans have better offensive players.
5 straight points now for the Titans. Pilipinas 25, make that 26-16. So back to a 10-point lead.
It's another player with a lot of great offensive skills, Mark Duligon.
3 won't go. Duligon in to the hands of JV De La Cruz. And
he had the shot.
Wild shot there. What attempt by Gerald Ong.
De La Cruz had the shot, so he should have just taken it.
That was a strange sequence.
Yes, he was already at the basket.
He was trying to be unselfish.
There's a time and place for that.
Yeah, Raymond Matias not able to score, and he will be taken out. So a 5-player substitution for the Wildcats.
They did this also. They've also done this, you know. But the question is, why are you doing it?
Yeah.
Are you putting somebody in because they're fresher? They have better chemistry together. You designed the play for them. Like, for example, yesterday, Saret did not play in the second quarter. Now he's playing.
And Twente is fouled by Basiro Sakur. You know, Basiro Sakur cannot be in foul trouble because he is the only import for the Chichi Albayano's Wildcats, Bill.
That's true.
20, a replacement import. If FEU back in 2019, he replaced Eman Ojola in the lineup.
No,
And
those
scored
are
19 points when they played De La Salle University in that UAAP game.
very big shoes to fill.
He's 26 years old. From Douala, Cameroon. 15 seconds remaining in the shot clock.
Under 8 minutes to go. And you know, this pace of the game does not really work for the Wildcats. Another bad shot.
Gabriel is still scoreless. De La Cruz attacking the baseline. He gives it to Mark Doligon and he sends it to Jethro Sombrero for 3. Got it. Now, this
Again.
is a better showing for Jethro Sombrero.
Where's the defense? And you know, you see Mark Doligon opening up his arms to Celada. What's going on here? Where's the defense?
30-16. Sombrero scored double figures in yesterday's game.
Again, great idea, but Celada's pass was too low for Sakur.
Duligon attacking way off. And
Yeah.
rebounded by Jethro Sombrero.
Doligon is an excellent facilitator, but he shouldn't be bringing up the ball.
Sombrero for 3. And the long rebound by Adrian Celada.
This is where the guards of the Wildcats have to take control and show their leadership.
Basiro Sakur with a long rebound.
If I were the Wildcats, I'd post up Sakur because he's going to get the other import into foul trouble.
Celada finds space and will score there. Well, Celada scored 25 points yesterday.
I think that's Gabriel.
That's Adrian, that's John Gabriel scored 25 points, 10 rebounds, 3 steals, but his free throw shooting was not that pretty in yesterday's game versus the third floor. This timeout is brought to you by G-Shock from Casio. Basketball fans, TAT fans here inside the Gameville ballpark.
Oh yes, we have a pretty good core audience also. I can't wait until we bring these teams to Bangkok.
Yes, and we are live on the Asian Tournament YouTube channel and also Nudge Plus Facebook page and the Aleo Channel 23. 6 minutes and 17 remaining. And the first half, Gabriel. Adrian Celada goes inside. Nice move by Celada.
Trying to go inside. This is what we're talking about. That's what they've been missing, the post-up game. Especially since you have 2 imports on the part of Titans Pilipinas.
Adrian Celada played for 35 minutes yesterday. 7 out of 19 from the field. 2 out of 4 from the line. Inside to 20.
Oh! What a throwdown!
Picture perfect. Dunk there by 20.
A flawed attempt at fronting him. Watch this. Gabriel doesn't have the hops to front him.
Oh, yes. And 20 posterizing Celada.
Not a good feeling.
And
As someone who's been dunked on, I know the feeling.
Trent able to complete the three-point play, 34-20. A 14-point advantage for the Titans Pilipinas of Coach J.R. Kawaling.
Let's see if they relax again towards the end of this period like they did in the first quarter.
Three-pointer.
De La Cruz has not been getting consistent touches. So
He will
that's
fire
what-
again, same result. 20 from far away, using the board.
He's got a really good medium-range shot.
Yes, that will be his second field goal from 15.
But we will all remember the dunk.
Oh, yes. The dunk versus Adrian Silada.
Yeah.
Charles Caliano rises up for two and got it. First 2 points for Charles Caliano.
But again, there was no movement, no ball movement there.
Charles Caliano was 3 out of 7 yesterday, scored 7 points versus the third floor and played for 21 minutes. Rebounded by Charles Caliano.
Bad shot there by Duligo, and he had the shooter in the opposite corner.
And Basiro Sakur is fouled. It's in the act.
He was pushed from behind, it seems.
It was on.
Chuente put the forearm in his back.
It was Chuente who fouled Basiro Sakur.
Couple of subs now for Titans Pilipinas. JP Belenchon, he's been spotty so far in this leg. The JP Belenchon, I know, started out as a streak shooter, then became a better all-around player, but his confidence is missing.
You know, there was a time when I covered him in Mindanao, one they call it Ligang Labas or Panalay game. And there was a half-court shooting contest, and he won that half-court shooting contest.
Whoa.
50,000 pesos.
Oh my goodness.
That was in Bayugan City in 2017. EK.
Good isolation here.
Nice defense by Basiro.
Yes.
Holding his ground there. Good backside also by Basiro Sakur. It goes out of bounds. But last touch on the Wildcats.
Only 6/10 of a second remaining, so either alley-oop or
Catch and shoot.
catch and shoot. You know, the Bernard King rule. In the NBA, they started a rule where if it's less than 3/10 of a second, it's no longer viable to take a shot.
Gabriel stealing that one for the Wildcats. 4 minutes and 9 remaining in the first half.
You know, I don't know what the Wildcats are thinking. They should try to change the tempo, attack with more intensity, and clamp down on defense.
Oh, yes.
3
And
seconds.
it's a 3-second violation. Basiro Sakur did not know what to do with the basketball. The moment he gave up the dribble,
But if
it
you're,
became a real problem for him.
this is what I was talking about earlier. If you're one of the guards, you're going to come over to help and bail him
Yes.
out. Because he already picked up his dribble. He can't go
You know,
anywhere.
the guards were far away, Joshua Sarat and Charles Caliano.
They were watching.
Ariar getting the kind bounce from the free throw line.
This is what we're talking about, the bench of the Titans contributing more on offense.
Sakur adjusting his shot in midair.
Oh, yeah. He knew there was going to be an attempt to block the shot.
20 seconds remaining in the shot clock of the Titans Pilipinas. Belenchon. Again, you can see the defense of the Wildcats. We can't see.
Yes. It's a very soft zone defense.
They're not even reaching their arms.
Yeah. They're just standing there. I call that scarecrow defense.
And at the line is Bryle Mecca. Now, he is a major contributor coming off the bench, but he started this game. Part of the starting 5 unit of Coach J.R. Kawaling.
Final 3 minutes, and the lead is ballooned to 14 again.
Three minutes remaining in the first half. Silada, only 1 field goal here. And no three-pointer.
Well, they're not giving him any open looks.
Charles. Joshua Sarat unable to score from far away. Forced to take it because of their clock winding down.
Sarat has been inconsistent so far. And he's basically really a shooting guard, not a point guard.
Caspi. JP Belenchon.
This is a guy who's got to get his game going.
Ariar missing. And the rebound by Ike. Short on the release. Battle for the loose ball. Taken away by Basiro Sakur. Celada brings it
Good
across.
defensive stop there by Sakur. He just kept his hands up and distracted the offense.
2 minutes and 5 remaining in the first half. Caliano rises up for 2. Hitting only the board. Bad shot.
The Wildcats have had a lot of pick and roll situations where they have not used the roll.
Yes. They've been taking so many shots from far away, but with less conversion here. Celada guarding Bilenchon. Ariar. Rebounded by Charles Caliano.
The latest 14 points.
Celada.
Again, we don't see who's really going to direct the play. Sometimes it's Saret, sometimes it's Celada, sometimes it's somebody else. Who's the leader of this team? Who will they follow?
And so far, we're not seeing it. The 3 there by Celada.
Firing in blanks.
A minute 8 remaining.
My question now for the Wildcats is, can they change?
What a shot by JP Bilenchon. It was like a dance step for him.
Yes.
50 seconds remaining. And the first half.
The Wildcats are not showing any urgency.
Oh, yes.
Oh, big pick by Sakor.
Gabriel. Oh, that's a foul.
Very
On Kent Ariar.
A very unnecessary one. Yeah, those are the kinds of fouls that age a coach. You see this wrinkle? That was that foul.
You know, Janjan Gabriel was 5 out of 17 from the free throw line yesterday. That's 29% shooting. Though he scored 25 points because he was 9 out of 12 from the field. And was 2 out of 2 from long distance yesterday versus the third floor.
He has to step up, particularly off the glass, because, again, they only have one import. So who's going to make up the slack?
Yep. 43-28. Shot clock 15 now for the Titans. Caspi. Ariar providing the screen. Caspi shoots the three-pointer. Ike with the offensive rebound. Back out to JP Bilenchon.
Great job by Ike.
Shot clock at 5. It's 4. It's 2.
Bad pass. He had an open look and threw the pass too far ahead.
4 seconds remaining. Well, both teams not getting the penalty.
That puts the Titans in the penalty. I think they fouled a little too early. There's still 3 seconds to go. Enough for a good run at the basket.
Celada. 1 second. Celada with a layup. He is fouled. And it's in the act of shooting with no more time remaining. Celada will go to the free throw line.
So we just have to wait for his free throws to know the final score of the first half. But so far it's been all Titans Pilipinas.
So they are reviewing it if Celada was fouled before the time expired or after the time expired.
Yes, if the ball was still in his hand, then it's not an active shooting foul, technically speaking.
Well, he was shooting 50% yesterday. At the line, he was 2 of 4. 7 of 19 from the field, played for 35 minutes. And was 5 out of 16 from long distance. He scored 21 points versus the third floor yesterday. He struggled, but he scored 21 points, Bill.
Yeah. Again, with Celada, you don't know what you're going to get. You know, he's spotty, but he will get the points eventually.
So 2 free throws for Celada. So all eyes are on him right now here at the Gameville Ballpark, the city of Mandaluyong. First is good. Adrian Celada from Arellano University. A teammate of Mark Doligon. 0.3 to go. And Celada goes 2 out of 2.
I don't think there's any reasonable way to get a good shot with 3/10 of a second.
We'll be right back with the second half, and we go now to our move of the game. This is the dunk
Oh yes, what
of
else could it be?
Chuente. Posterizing Silada.
Gabriel went in the wrong direction on the front.
Titans 43, the Wildcats 30. We'll be right back. Our halftime score 43-30. The Titans in total control of the first half. Sandy Groom here with the award-winning sports journalist Bill Velasco. And what happened to the defense of the Wildcats back in the first half?
What defense? No, actually, they were very soft on defense and very sloppy and uncoordinated on offense. They basically allowed the Titans to pick them apart. And they were similar at the start of the first quarter, but then the Titans really, again, as I said, have more offensive options. You know, JP Belinchon didn't even play that well in the first half, but he still contributed. You have Joshua Saret with some very casual shots in the first half. And the numbers are really going to bear out who's putting a lot more effort into this game.
Now let's take a look at the numbers back in the first half.
This is going to jump out at you. 3-point field goal shooting, 0 out of 10 for the Wildcats.
And, you know, Silada can score. We all know.
Oh, yeah.
And also Joshua Saret.
Yeah, the Wildcats are doing a better job from the free throw line, however. But like we said, the bench points show that really the Titans have more firepower, both in the starting lineup and coming off the bench.
All right, we are about to start the third period. Can the Titans, can they maintain their aggressiveness here, or will the Wildcats, do they have any more in their tank going into the second half of this game?
That's a very good question.
They only have one import here. I'm talking about the Wildcats and the Pat Chuente, the former FEU FSA, foreign student athlete, 9 points, 7 rebounds. But that monster dunk back in the first half, he posterized Adrian Silada. As I mentioned earlier, the Wildcats with only one import coming into this Manila leg of the Winter Tournament Grand Finale of the Asian Tournament. It's Basiro Sakur. So the Wildcats will start with Silva, Sakur, Caliano, Saret, and Gabriel. While the Titans will start with Brian Mecca, Caspi, Chuente, Ike, and JV De La Cruz.
A lot more quickness and firepower on the part of the Titans. And, you know, the Wildcats really have to find the on switch. And it sometimes just takes one great play.
A foul. Foul is called on Silva. That was it the bad foul, or because he was not defending, he was just hacking Ike.
Well, if you allow the guy to get into position already and have to foul to prevent easy 2 points, then that's okay. Especially since he missed the first free throw.
Chibueze Ike at the line. Second free throw underway.
So now it's a good foul because he only made one free throw.
Third quarter just underway. You're watching the grand finale of the Winter Tournament of the TAT.
Wildcats, if this is how they're going to keep playing the rest of this section of the third leg in Manila, what more when they get to Bangkok, they're going to get slaughtered.
Charles Caliano hitting it from the outside. Second field goal for Charles Caliano here in the game.
Okay, once again, the Wildcats are down. They need to make adjustments, but what adjustments will that be? They need to change some of the personnel who are on the floor and make better shot selection.
Three is good from JV De La Cruz, his first connection from three-point range.
More bad news for the Wildcats. See, there's no sense of urgency. They're just, you know, pretty relaxed, dribbling up the ball, not trying to get fast break points.
Oh, I can see Gerald Anderson watching this game. He's upstairs at the second floor.
Yep. But he plays for the third floor.
Yeah, third floor will be up against the Aces. Two undefeated teams. Gabriel misfires from a three-point range. Silva the retrieval. Shot clock down to 9. Saret outside, guarded by JV De La Cruz.
There don't seem to be really clearly defined roles on the part of the Wildcats.
Gabriel for three.
Even though he can make that shot, that's not what they need.
Yes, you know, Gabriel last night was 2 out of 2 from 3-point range. 20 with a penetration. Easy 2 points for 20.
And how somebody that big got past John Gabriel is really baffling to me.
Under 8 minutes.
Gave up the baseline.
Gabriel. Silva throws it away.
Good idea, but the pass was a bit low.
7:36 to go. Let's check in with Jess Constantino. Jess.
Gentlemen, so far so good for the Titans Pilipinas, but Coach J.R. Kawaling is quick to remind his team not to be complacent as there are still 2 quarters in this ball game. So for the second half, the coach's challenge to the guys is that they have to control the rebound, stay aggressive, and make their 3-point shot. Back to you, Sandy and Bill.
All right, we have a timeout. Thank you, Jess. Timeout here at the Gameville Ballpark. We'll be right back. This timeout is brought to you by G-Shock from Casio. That's the shot of JV De La Cruz from the corner.
That's a bad sign if the Wildcats are already down by 19 and one of the best players on the other team starts scoring.
51-32, a 19-point advantage for the Titans, looking for their first win here in the Manila-Bangkok leg of the grand finale. Caliano feeling his defender from behind, but he overshoots. EK taking care of it.
De La Cruz has 20 sealing in the post, but again, they're not consciously giving the ball to their imports. Shot clock winding down now.
Oh, and a bad pass by JV De La Cruz. Caspi not expecting the pass. Gabriel. Well, he scored 25 points yesterday, but
Yes.
here in the game is...
A lot of those points came when it no longer mattered.
Oh, nice. So he heard us. Nice reverse there by John Gabriel.
That's why it's deceiving sometimes to look at the stats.
Yep.
You know, a guy scores a lot in scrub time. It doesn't really matter, but you think he had a monster game.
Inside we go. Ball deflected.
Very risky pass. And I really want to see the Wildcats run.
And so far, they're not doing it.
No, they're not.
Celada.
And they have not
And
hit
only one fast break point back in the first half.
and they have not hit a three-point shot in this game.
Oh, 0 of 10 from long distance in this entire game as Charles Caliano will score. Second field goal for him here in the third period.
A lot of unsolved mysteries in this game.
Mecca, beautiful reverse by Brian Mecca.
That's the main difference between the benches of the two teams.
And John Gabriel is fouled by 20.
It is just so tempting to block the shot.
That'll be his first personal. Gabriel will go to the free throw line. He gets the first. Going back to his free throw shooting last night versus the third floor, 5 out of 17. That's 29% shooting. Now he goes 2 out of 2 at the free throw line.
Which means you can do it. You're capable of doing it. So where's the off switch and the on switch?
5 minutes, 19 to go.
And you can see how loose the defense is in this game overall because of how few fouls they've committed.
Yeah.
We're halfway through the third quarter, only 1 foul per team. That's an indicator.
De La Cruz. Sare chasing him.
There's a pick and roll.
It's a
Traveling.
travel on Ike. Well, he was expecting it, but he was thinking of the shot first.
Yes.
Maybe the move. 5:03 to go in the third period. We are glad that you can join us. The winter tournament of the TAT here in Mandaluyong City, the Philippines. Gameville Ballpark is the venue. Celada, he hesitated for a while.
You know, sometimes that's enough. You just have to distract him, make him change his shot, and that's good enough.
Redulfa did not score yesterday. Saret short on the 3 attempt.
Saret's gone cold here in the second half. I mean, see, it's funny. It's the Titans who are pushing the ball up.
Errol Soriano from long distance.
Everybody contributing on the part of the Titans.
Pretty much the scoring of the Titans here in the game, pretty much their bench is very solid, Bill.
That's what we've been saying from the start. Now they're up by 18.
That's Errol Soriano coming off the bench, scoring the three-pointer. Coming up next, the third floor will take on the Aces. Both teams are undefeated.
That's going to be interesting. I think because
It's speed versus height.
yes, and you know the Aces have been the dominant team in this winter tournament. But of course, the third floor have not been scouted.
Mikey Macaballo will go to the free throw line. Bonus free throw for him.
Oh, they need more of that. They need more effort plays. They need more hustle. They need to really just tighten up on defense and force some turnovers and run up the ball.
And you will replace Galliano with 3:50 remaining in the third period.
They're going inside. Ike just a little too far out. Foot trap.
Shot clock reset to 14 seconds. Kick ball there by Basiro Sakur.
What's bad about this is that the Titans don't seem to feel any pressure.
And the follow there by David De La Cruz again. David De La Cruz is not a tall player, but he was
Yeah.
able to score there on a putback, so that
Yeah.
means there is no interior defense or box outing for the Wildcats.
You gotta put a body on the shooter because, like they say, he's always the most dangerous guy on the floor.
Adrian Celada for three. Can't get it to fall. He's been shooting bricks here in the game.
They could have built a house.
Yes, could be. 17 of the 24. Soriano asking for it. And he's giving it to Gerald Ong. Ong sees the lane wide open, and he scored on the left-handed layup.
already. Nobody coming over to help out. No secondary defense.
2:45 remaining in the third. Celada.
Celada trying to get other players involved.
Sakur is denied access inside by Ike. Step back three-pointer.
Turnover.
That's the block of Ike. 2 minutes, 13 seconds remaining
It
in the
has
third period.
been an uneventful third quarter.
Oh, that's the right word, uneventful.
Same old, same old. Nothing has changed. In fact,
There's no sense of urgency for
Yeah.
the Wildcats to. They're not showing any signs of live signs of recovery here in the game.
No fight back. Here we go. That's what we were talking about. You know, starts with the defense.
Macaballo will score there.
Oh, he was in a hurry because he saw Ike coming over.
A minute 14 remaining in the third period. Coming up next, by the way, in the after this game, we have the third floor of Gerald Anderson. They will take on the Aces. maybe the strongest team because of their 4 world imports. And Salada will score in transition. That's the third time that the Wildcats will score in transition.
And that's what we've been talking about. That's the formula. Work hard on defense, and you get your rewards in transition.
18 seconds remaining. A minute 15 to go in the third period. Shot clock 18.
Very bad
Blocking
defense
foul.
by Salada. Didn't even pivot or step into the path of the offensive player. Each team has 3 fouls now. Belenchon replaces De La Cruz. Matias also comes into the game.
And a bad pass there by JP Belenchon.
Very uncharacteristic.
1 minute remaining. The penetration there by
And everybody else was just standing around, partner.
Well, the Titans can afford to do it because they are ahead.
Yes.
But it's 11-point lead now. That was 19 points a moment ago.
Exactly. At 52-31. Or 51-32, rather.
Ong. To the other Ong. Back to Ong.
Very big family.
That's a 2 Ong.
One gets an assist, the other gets 2 points.
20 seconds remaining in the third.
1.5 second difference between the game clock and the shot clock.
Salada. Thinking 3. He changed his mind. He goes inside. Nice drive by Salada, and he thought he was fouled. 3 quarters down. 1 more to go. You're watching the winter tournament of the TAT Grand Finale here in Manila. All right, the luxury box. And we can see Alexander Kolchenko there of the Aces enjoying his coffee break. They will play later on against the third floor of Gerald Anderson.
And they will play the Wildcats tomorrow.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Another sleepless night for the Wildcats later.
It will be the last day of the Manila leg of the winter tournament of the
Yes.
of the TAT tomorrow here.
And then we take a break for New Year's and see you in Bangkok.
The war resumes in Bangkok,
Oh, yes.
Thailand.
And we'll be joined by all the other non-Filipino teams there. So it's really important to get a
Win
couple
here.
of wins here. You know, something to give you a buffer in case the opposition is tough in Bangkok.
Using a lot of screens here. Belenchon kicks it out. Shot clock is off, and it's a 24-second shot clock violation. Too much passing there for,
Yes.
for the Titans. For a while, I thought this will be a great play for them.
Decision making, indecisiveness on when to shoot, and you don't have De La Cruz
The
on the
culprit
floor.
was JP Bilinchan because
Yeah.
he had an open shot and
Yeah.
he gave the ball to Gerald Ong.
Yes. But again, it's a safe time for that to happen because you have the subs in, but you're still up by double figures.
Yep.
So one or
11
two
points.
mistakes won't be too painful.
Very strange here that Mark Duligon is seeing less action,
True. Very
not
good
even
point.
in the starting five.
That's true. Didn't see action in the third quarter.
And Raymond Matias able to score inside. Now he has 6 points. And probably his best scoring output here in the Asian tournament.
I think he had a couple of double-figure games when we were in Pasig.
It was thrown out there in the tournament because of unsportsmanlike behavior.
Yes.
Ong with a drive, rebounded by Raymond.
What's scary about that is they're getting to the basket.
And a foul on Galicia, who played for the Wildcats when we
Yeah.
were in Pasig. And the Wildcats wants to talk things over. We'll be right back. This timeout is brought to you by G-Shock from Casio. Back here inside Gameville Ballpark here in the city of Mandaluyong. John Gabriel in the game now with Ridulfa, Celada, Yu, and Caliano. Gabriel shoots it.
No choice in that instance. It was hot potato time. He had the ball with a second left on the clock.
A bad possession for them because they called a timeout.
Yes. And when you call a timeout, you're there to execute a good play, get some momentum going. Shot clock down to 5 now.
Galicia misfires. And rebounded by Adrian Celada. Charles Caliano will try to cross the border.
Again, who will take leadership for the Wildcats? Who will,
And so far, we're not seeing it.
No.
Celada is not giving his best here in the game. As Gabriel will take it from far away, he will not score.
Celada cannot figure out how to help this team. Should they bring the ball up? Should they shoot from the outside?
And he's been scoreless from beyond the arc.
Yes, all of them.
Macabalyog, yes.
And he was asking for the ball, so he knew he would get open.
And it was Gabriel who was in front of him, but he was not defending the shot of Macabalyog.
Yes, lead is back up to 11 now.
Yu for 3.
Not much ball movement on the part of the Wildcats.
Shooting 0 of 15 from long distance here in the game. The Wildcats.
Yesterday it was free throw shooting. Now it's 3-point shooting.
Well, in the first half, they were 0 of 10 from long
Yes.
distance. Oh, that's a travel already.
Yes.
That's a travel.
Yes, you wanna.
Without a passport and without a visa.
Yes, and you were going to get deported.
It happened right in front of the referee. Sometimes he can deceive the officials,
Sometimes.
but not all the time.
No, definitely. We have some of the best referees in the country.
Yep. And rebounded by JP Bilenchon.
We really need some more intensity on the part of the Wildcats to make this game more interesting. Uh-oh.
But this is an eternity of basketball with so much time
Yes,
remaining,
yes,
and
exactly. You have a lot of time
you
to
need
work
a lot
with.
of stops. And
That's only 11 points. Couple of 3-pointers and you'll be back in. Oh, they haven't shot any 3-pointers yet.
Ridulfa misfires. And it's all blue shirts for the rebound, Bill.
Rodolfo, I don't, something is eating him because he's not the same player, doesn't have the same confidence and the same outlook that he had in the past legs. Belenchon just really using his experience there. Little head fake and he...
Yeah, JP Belenchon from Iloilo City. Down south, Redulfa. Now, they're not...
trying.
They're not trying. There is no sense of urgency. Gabriel will take it. Oh, that's their first from long distance in this entire ball game. And J.R. Kawali wants to talk things over.
They need this timeout.
That's the shot of Gabriel, the first three-pointer for the Wildcats in this entire game.
And it comes from the center.
Yes. Well, Salada scoreless from the three-point range here in this game. And it is a surprise for me.
Again, this is only a 10-point game. A couple of turnovers, couple of transition baskets, and they're back in business.
De La Cruz is back.
And they're
Started
playing
chasing.
They're playing without Sakor, by the way.
Ike. He gets it back. 20.
Oh, what's going on?
He was afraid of Redulfa blocking his shot.
Or afraid of getting hurt by Gabriel. Saret's back in the game, and maybe now they'll start hitting some outside shots.
Gabriel. Way off the target.
These players don't really like using the backboard.
A foul on Joshua Saret.
And, De La Cruz just looks at him and says, I can take you one-on-one.
It's a 10-point lead for the Titans Pilipinas. .23 remaining. David De La Cruz, the high man in yesterday's game.
Slapped in by Ike.
David De La Cruz scored 26 points, 4 assists, 11-22 from the field, and was 3 out of 8 from long distance. Caliano missing outside. The rebound by JV De La Cruz. That's a three-pointer. It's in the act. Gabriel poked the eye of JP Belenchon. Let's see this one more time.
It's not winking at you, just got hit in the eye. So it's a 4-point play opportunity for Titans, and they're so confident JP will make the shot, they don't even bother to line up. Oh, it's upgraded to an unsportsmanlike foul. Because it was after the shot, and it's above the shoulders. And you could see.
It was not an accident anymore.
No, that's the interpretation of the referees. Unsportsmanlike because it's above the shoulders, it's after the shot, and you hit the player in the face. That means you're not going after the ball.
Yes. Perfectly explained by Mr. Bill Velasco.
Well, it would be a shame if I worked with the great Sandy Grumo.
So
do my best.
That was a 4-point play already. It's complete.
And they have possession.
Yes, it can be a 7-point swing if they can score a 3-pointer.
It was just a 12-point lead a while ago.
Three-second violation.
Oh, what a shame because Belenchon made the 3-pointer.
Oh.
3:55. We have a timeout, it seems.
And this timeout is brought to you by G-Shock from Casio. Redulfos will try to score from far away. He will not get it. EK fouled by Saret. Three-point play in the making.
Saret basically just watched that play develop. He didn't stand in the path of the pass.
Nice lead pass.
And the Wildcats really have to salvage some pride in this game. And unfortunately,
That's the problem with the team right now.
And unfortunately, they're playing the Aces tomorrow.
3 minutes and 30 to go.
That's traveling. They waited too long to give up the pass.
You know, Caspi was waiting for Belinchon, but he turned the ball over. Gabriel.
Good lob
Nice.
inside.
Nice play there between De La Cruz and Caspi.
Now,
JP Belinchon.
it's clear that De La Cruz is the point guard. On the side of the Wildcats, who is it?
Celada again misfiring.
Saret was not involved in that play, and he's supposed to be point guard.
Nice layup by JV De La Cruz, and this is huge already, Mr. Bill Velasco.
Matador
79,
defense.
56.
Oh, great block by EK. That's what we're talking about, more intensity on the part of the Titans.
Left-handed layup there by
He is such,
Jimmy De La
such
Cruz.
a great player to watch. Yeah, well, I guess it's already scrub time. Looks like the Wildcats have given up.
Yeah, from the looks of it, yes.
25 points.
It was 9 2 minutes ago. Bill.
Yes. They empty the bench now, the Wildcats. And Sakur didn't get as much playing time in the second half. And now Titans wisely pulling out the imports just to be on the safe side. Can't afford any injuries. This is a short tournament. Shot clock starting to wind down. Oh,
Nice cut by Jethro Sombrero, but will not get the bounce.
big donut hole where the defense should have been.
It rolls out.
But this is the second blowout loss of the Wildcats. And it doesn't look like it will get better tomorrow.
Oh. Final 2 minutes. Gabriel misfires. Had one earlier back in the third period.
The only one.
De La Cruz with a gorgeous move, but he will not score there. Nice defense, though.
Yes. Finally.
Oh, yeah. Gabriel with the denial.
Now, Gabriel has to realize, without the imports there, he's the center. He's the last line of defense.
Belinchon dancing. Oh, short on the layup.
Would have been a gorgeous move with that little ball fake of his. Oh, what's happening to Adrian Celada? Maybe ate too much for lunch.
Oh, yes.
He was eating 15 minutes before the game.
81-56. A minute 6 remaining. 2:30 p.m. The game will resume. It's going to be the third floor versus the Aces.
Oh, I want to see that.
Oh, we're making hand signals, but yeah, 2:30 p.m.
They are simply delaying the inevitable.
Oh, that was a hard foul given by Adrian Silada on Jimmy De La Cruz. He's wincing in pain.
He was really in the wrong
Oh.
place at the wrong time. Wildcats in the penalty, only 2 fouls by the Titans in this quarter.
Jimmy De La Cruz. What a performance yesterday. 26 points, 3 out of 8 from long distance, 11. He was shooting 11 of 22 from the field.
50%.
Celada. Matias is blocked from behind by Caspi.
No let up
Oh, that's Jethro Sombrero.
by the part of the Titans.
You way off. Rebounded by Ridulfa. You throws it away.
Final 25 seconds.
Twenty-four seconds remaining. And this could be it. This would be the first win of the Titans.
Yes. It's a blowout. And they're just going to let the time run out. The team's just shaking hands. It's a mere formality now. Big win for the Titans. They recovered some of their pride.
After that big loss against the
Well, it was a pretty
Aces yesterday. Their rival.
tight game. Yeah.
They have a little rivalry going on between the Titans and the Aces.
Oh, yes.
Now we go to our move of the game. This is the shot of nice play there between two great players, Caspi and JP Belenchon. Final score, the Titans 83, carving their first W here in the winter tournament in Mandaluyong City. The Wildcats 56. And Jess Constantino is with our best player of the game. By the way, our best player of the game is Pat Chuente, Bill.
Absolutely. Very consistent. Double figures in points, double figures in rebounds. And he gets to sit down and talk with Jess Constantino. Probably the best thing of all.
All right, Jess, take it away.
Hi, Sandy and Bill. Our best player of the game, Patrick Trente, with 11 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists today. Patrick, this is a very convincing win for the Titans Pilipinas. What fueled you to bounce back in today's game?
Thank you so much for the opportunity. We all happy to bounce back, despite our loss from yesterday. So we're trying to bounce back and play much better.
Patrick, tomorrow you will be playing against the third floor team. What do you think will be your team's edge?
We're gonna try to have the same spirit as today, just go for the win, so we can go to the next level.
Anyone you want to greet today?
Sorry?
Anyone you want to greet today?
Yeah, sure. I want to greet my family for the support and all my teammates and the community of Titan Filipinas.
Thank you, Patrick. You're very soft-spoken. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Jess Constantino, and thank you, Bill Velasco. 2:30 p.m., our second game will be the Aces and the third floor. My name is Sandy Grumo from the city of Mandaluyong. Mayong hapon kaninyong tanan.